This story is about a girl, just like you, laughing, a little sensitive, sometimes stubborn, and sometimes quiet. One day, she felt something changing. In the mornings, when she would wake up, there was this strange tiredness, and her mouth tasted different. And her heart? It was just a little uneasy, or maybe unexpectedly happy. She thought, maybe it's just the weather, or maybe I'm just tired. But little did she know, something life-changing was happening inside her. A tiny life, small, but growing. By the second month, her body was starting to show more changes. Some mornings, it was hard to get out of bed because there was a strange feeling deep inside her, like something was moving or stretching or just there. She felt more tired and more moody. She couldn't always explain it, but she knew things were different. And the one thing that was beginning to change her whole life was the tiny heart growing inside her. The second month was when she started noticing the little things. Her baby wasn't big yet. It was still about the size of a peanut, but something incredible was happening. The baby's heart had begun to beat. Yes, a little heart just beginning to pump tiny beats of life. And even though she couldn't see the baby yet, she could feel it. That quiet, precious heartbeat inside her. The changes in her body were starting to make sense now. Her breasts were sore. Her tummy felt tight sometimes. And her emotions? She laughed one moment and cried the next. But the biggest thing was the heartbeat. She didn't even have to see her baby to know that something huge was happening. The baby's heart, now strong and steady, was beating in rhythm with hers. And with every thump, she felt a little more connected, a little more certain. Then came the day of her first ultrasound. She was nervous, a little unsure, but also excited. And there, on the screen, she saw it. A tiny flicker. The doctor smiled and said, "Here it is. This is your baby's heartbeat." And at that moment, her heart skipped. It wasn't just the baby's heart she was hearing. It was her heart connecting to it. It was the moment when the journey of motherhood truly began. That tiny flicker on the screen, that soft rhythmic sound, was the start of a whole new life. That was when she knew for sure. She was a mother now, and from that point on, she knew she had to take even more care of herself. The baby's brain, its spine, its tiny organs, everything was forming inside her. She needed to nourish herself, to rest when she could, and most importantly, to keep taking her folic acid, iron, and calcium. She would feel the occasional cramp, the stretching, pains, and yes, there were days when she felt down, but those small discomforts were nothing compared to the incredible reality that she was carrying a life inside her. For the first time, she really understood what it meant to nurture, to protect, to love unconditionally, and as her body changed, so did her heart. She could already feel a bond that was unlike anything she'd ever experienced. The bond between her and that tiny heartbeat. One heart, two heartbeats. Now, every time she would lay down to rest, she'd place her hand on her belly, and for a brief moment, she'd just listen. The two of them together. Her heartbeat, and that tiny one. So small, yet so powerful. This was only the second month, and she knew there was so much more to come. But in that moment, she realized something profound. It wasn't just her life that was changing, it was her world. Her love was no longer just for herself, but for this tiny, growing person who was already part of her, and she couldn't wait for the day when she would hold that little one in her arms. But for now, it was enough to know. One heart, two heartbeats.